All right, here's another one. Let's do Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz, come on down. This is a smallie. We're going to go over to Facebook for it. Disgrace book, as I like to call it, with this Zucka. And here it is. It's a short film. Who posted this? Joseph Eye Rolls? No, that might be the title of this video. Here's Joey Diaz, and it looks like he's on Instagram stories. Where's this unmute button? Here, he's on Instagram Live. There he is. He's on Instagram Live, and here's the chat here. Let's see what happens. Oh, muted again.
I'll give you the shit that killed her in a second. Let's go, cocksucker. Let's do this.
You see this? Okay, this is a tough one here because it's damn mute. Every time you pause, it mutes.
Going on it. Lee, put the fucking button. Oh. NATO comment.
Just do a pre-explanation and then play it.
Okay. So he's having a great time. He's on Instagram Live. He's reading the chat, and then somebody in the chat says, do a bong rip for Redbar. And Joey goes cold, and his whole personality changes. So let's see if we could catch that in real time. He's having a blast. It's going to make me unmute again. Here we go, unmute. Maybe we could catch it.
NATO comment. This is what killed the cousin. I'll give you the shit that killed her in a second. Let's go, cocksucker.
He reads it. Watch.
Let's do this. I don't even know what's going on here. Lee, NATO comment.
And he gets out of there. He wants to get out of there. Do you see his face turn there? Did we catch it?
Yeah.
There it is. Joey Diaz. I'm glad you're still getting a Patreon for going live once a week there for 2 minutes. That's good. All right, Joey Diaz, nice to see you. I was in LA. I didn't see you there. Didn't see Sam Tripoli. We looked for him. He was hiding, apparently.
Yeah, they said he left town because he was scared. He knew we would be there.
We went to LA. We walked by the Comedy Store about 100 times and didn't see him there. We went by Josh Denny's house, looked through all his windows.
He apparently has daughters, but I didn't see him at the Eras tour, so not a very good dad.
Well, of course, all the places we go, it's pretty much Sam-proof, if you catch my drift. Think about class of people and what people could afford versus not afford. So all the places we were at, he's not going to be there. We also saw the Deaf Noodles Comedy Club while in LA. We got to witness that. Yeah, we didn't even know. I couldn't believe it. It was on Sunset and Vine or something like that. I couldn't believe it. I thought it would be in some shithole, but it's right there. He must be spending a fortune on that rent. Very cool. Let's see, Erik Griffin. Now, this one's a good one because it also includes something that I need to talk about today, maybe right after Redbar in the Wild.
Yeah, sure.
And that's texting and driving. Texting and driving down the 405. I just recently got back from LA and got a beautiful car rental. And we had a very nice vehicle. And this is true. That's not a joke. We actually had a car that was too good. I can't even say the name of it because it would just look tacky. A lot of people aren't ready to, hear me say something like that. But it's a car I've always wanted to try out, and I was very happy with it. I will say a few things. I don't like these new cars where everything's just on a screen now, just a cheap screen. I feel like that's a big cop-out. I want physical buttons. I'm a physical button person when it comes to cars. Not only do I want the manufacturer spending the money on those buttons, but it's much easier. I mean, on this car that we rented, this SUV, it's all on one screen now, the size of maybe a 15-inch tablet there. Now, while very big, very dangerous, I couldn't believe it in the $142,000 car. It's so dangerous and the buttons don't work half the time. And to do that air conditioning, you have to pull out for the fan speed and then push in for the temperature. I found that to be crazy. The reason I bring this up is because LA driving is no joke. I don't care what people say. I'm from Chicago. I know about this traffic. I know about this aggressive driving. I know about the honking. And while comfortable, in that environment. I am very uncomfortable in that environment. It's very dangerous. Now, here in Tucson, there was, when we first moved here, it slowed down a bit, but we were seeing 3 car accidents a day. Really? I mean, it was to the point where we were seeing 3 complete wrecks per day. And you go, what is, causing this? The middle of the day, nobody's drunk yet. It's so easy to drive here in Tucson. You could really drive with your eyes closed. So nobody should be getting in accidents. It doesn't rain. The roads are very wide, twice as wide as the LA roadways. It's not hard to drive. Everything is a grid. Everything is pretty much straight. There's barely any cars on the road. You're going 10 miles over the speed limit all times a day. You're never going under the speed limit. That's how little traffic there is. So getting in a car wreck here is crazy. And I think we came to the conclusion that it's this texting. The texting and driving. And I see people do it all the time. I can't believe people didn't get the memo. Now, this is going to be weird coming from me. You probably think I break this rule. And I say this because I see a lot of people breaking this rule, including our next suspect here coming up on Redbar in the Wild, Erik Griffin coming up. But I'm going to tell you this. I think texting and driving is, I mean, if it's causing 3 car accidents a day, totaling cars and killing people, to do it, knowing all this, is the same thing as going out and committing murder. It's, in fact, worse than drunk driving, because drunk driving, at least, you get drunk at a party, you're having a blast, and you're just drunk and you don't realize that you can't drive. So at least there's somewhat of an excuse for drunk driving. Texting and driving is this not only the most dangerous thing you do, it's the slimiest. Because you know what it tells me when you're texting and driving? That you're addicted to this phone. I mean, if I get so many messages, probably 500 different types of messages a day from all the social networks and emails and all this stuff. If I could put my phone away and not look at it for half the day, then everybody can. So the fact that people are texting and driving, I don't know what could be so important on the phone that you got to be so tacky that you're checking your phone, taking your eyes completely off the road and causing such wreckage. We've got 2 people busted today for texting and driving. And I'm going to use this against them to the best of my ability.
And every time there's some crazy person like swerving all over the road and doing all this crazy shit and cutting you off, you look over and they're looking right texting at their phone.
So this is a public service announcement. If you do that stuff, you really have to stop. That's crazy to do. Okay, that's one that I don't think everybody gets it. I don't think everybody fully understands how crazy that is to do.
And you know what? It's usually women.
It's usually women. They love keeping up with all their stuff. So here's one, and it's in the comments, right? Erik Griffin, not only texting and driving, and I hope he's driving here. I mean, I think I see his arm like this. He doesn't get chauffeured. You know, this is Erik Griffin. He's driving. And he's not texting and driving. He's reading his chat and driving. Probably worse. Fiddling and reading his chat and reading his chat about Redbar. So this is perfect because wait till you see who else is texting and driving. That just happened a few days before this Erik Griffin. So texting and driving and mentioning Redbar. This is quite exciting. I'll pull this up for you here. It all came from this post because Erik Griffin has 179 days left to request a review on what you say. Well, he'll tell you. Look at this. He says, well, that's it for comedy on Instagram. They have removed this bit for hate speech and restricted my account. I love when dummies like this, and they've heard all the rumors about shadow ban. It's finally happening to me. It's finally happening to me. I'm being erased for hate speech. Can you believe that? And then you listen to it, and it's horrifying what he's saying. But here he is. I just love that Erik Griffin posted a stand-up clip, and it was removed for hate speech, and he got mocks on his account. That's comedy in itself. So here in this thread, they go over to his Instagram Live. We'll unmute and we'll blow up here. And look at this. You see Redbar's watching. So every time Erik Griffin, and you see him here in his car. Wait a minute. Nope. That's the visor, right? Yeah, that's the sun visor. Right?
Yeah.
So he's in the front seat. So he is driving. Right? Correct?
I hope
I just want to make sure he's driving. He's not in the back seat. I mean, they don't have these in the back seat.
No. He's driving.
Okay, he's driving, and everyone in his chat, look where his eyes are here. This Facebook. Oh, this Facebook. We're going to have to start recording these all in advance, I think. So he's driving in his car, and his whole chat is going, Redbar, Redbar, Redbar. I guess that's all they do to this guy now. Are we muted? Okay, here, we'll play it.
But thank you. Good. That's good. I'm always glad when like trolls come in and say dumb shit, because then I can just delete them from my thing now.
Look at how he's looking at the screen.
Oh my
This
God.
is great.
In LA traffic.
Thank you, dumb bitch. Appreciate you. Anyways, guys, that's it. Public service announcement over.
Stop. He's like looking at the phone for 5
Look at this.
What the fuck?
I mean, look
See
how
ya.
long he's looking right at the phone. Look. And he keeps checking back real quick to make sure he hasn't hit any kids. Red Bar's watching. Well, let's see what they were saying. Hold on. I want to see that again. And what is this? Live video ended in a big swoop up of a white thing? For what?
That means he went offline.
I know. Oh, okay. And that's their video. Gotcha. Okay.
But thank you.
Look at this.
Good. That's good. I'm always glad
Red
when
Bar in his chat.
trolls come in and say dumb shit, because then I can just delete them from my thing.
And he's deleting them now while driving. Working a
This is
chat.
great. Thank you. Thank you, dumb bitch.
Ooh,
Appreciate
he's
you.
mad too.
Anyways, guys, that's it. Public service announcement over.
So he's starting to get fed up with
God.
these trolls.
Later.
Dumb bitch, he says. With all his might.
That is way worse than I thought it was going to be. I hadn't seen
That was bad. I mean, he was really looking at that screen for way too long. We saw Joe Matarese do this a while back.
and it's not like he's a race car driver who can defensively get out of any accident. Like he's like one of the dumbest guys on the road as it is.
It just makes me so mad. Not that I care about anyone else's life. This is totally about me. I shouldn't have to drive, fucking scanning every little thing, hoping that a texter and driver isn't going to smash into my car. I would be very upset if someone smashed into my car. I mean, and if I found out they were texting and driving and smashed into my car like they do 3 times a day here, ooh. It's one thing if you smash up your car yourself. If it's some other idiot and it's because of texting, I'd pull my gun. I'd pull 2. Ooh.
You would never get into an accident because you're always so alert.
Well, I'm very alert on the road, but again, this puts me in danger, and it does. When you see 3 car accidents a day and you drive by them, it's like a lottery. It's like any day, could they just smash into me? And it's always like a Nissan or a Nissan Maxima or something all smashed up.
And you always see probably like a 67-year-old woman with readers on with one hand on the wheel, and then she's like squinting at her phone like an old woman looks at her phone while also driving.
Yes.
That's the one that really fucks
it's very
me.
bad. Wait till you see who's been texting and driving next. All right, Red Bar in the Wild continues. Look at this one. This is from Tyler Johnson. He submitted it here. And it's, I'm not too excited for this, but I think this one was cute.
Yes.
This is one where, don't waste your time trying to get us on shows like this. This is Stuttering John. This is Stuttering John from the Steel Toe level of universe. This is Stuttering John, of course, from the Howard Stern show, Howie. I like the new Howard a lot. And Stuttering John loves us, and he's going to play a clip and do a react, not transformative, so I might sue him, like Ethan Klein. Here it
this
is.
is Mike David from Redbar.
Okay, I've never seen it.
And I guess his wife or his co-host, Julie. Now, the thing I like about Mike, and I don't even care if he goofs on me. I could give I'd be honored, in fact. But his take on Levy and Shuli is impeccable.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. And this is me here watching, this Reverend Bob Levy, and I guess his name is Shuli. And it's me watching them on Red Bar of the Wild. It's me watching them talk about me and responding. And now Stuttering John is watching me watch them talking about me. So, it's a lot to do with me. Let's hear what he says. He says it's impeccable.
So this is one of my favorites. So
One of his favorites.
I won't even pause this.
You got a little bottle of Jim Beam there.
Two old fucking poor people. His delivery and cadence when he's dissecting someone is just so damn fun.
I would never say that about anybody ever. I wouldn't even say that about
Stuttering.
Colin Farrell. He's dying.
What is it
So
your business
happy.
what our cadence is?
I don't like my cadence being discussed by him.
You shut up.
And then what are you looking at him? You're like,
You guys are just
oh my God, hell yes, hubba. Let's watch this video.
I don't know about you guys, but I am gonna go cool off.
Really? There could be black pigs in there. I agree.
Dang.
Terrific. Does the hotel know you took those pillows, honey?
What?
She really wears that bikini well.
Yeah. Why is this?
Don't she wear well?
Somebody posted this to the Bring Back. Oh, this is Boing Binge Society comedy. Okay.
Jeez.
Pretty fucking cool. Thank you so much. It's an honor to hear from Stuttering John. Very, very funny. All right, we've got more. Redbar in the wild.
God, so he's just showing Redbar to a friend, enjoying himself.
Isn't that nice
And I love
to
how
see?
in the clip he was like, Redbar is incredible. He's a sensation. And then the clip that he showed was you yelling at Shuli for saying that you're good.
Yes. Very cute. All right, this next one is from Leo Dominique, everybody.
Yes.
Leo Dominique.
Love Leo Dominique.
He's here. Remember, join the Leo Dominique. It's our official group on Facebook, although I forgot to rename it that and come up with a header. This is Leo Dominique, our main poster in our group here.
He's incredible.
He says this is interesting. He said, I had a brief chat with my bud, Joe Matarese, yesterday. Naturally, Redbar came up short and sweet. That's what we call, okay, Leo Dominique, come on. And here it is. I guess Joe Matarese is taking a phone call with Leo Dominique for what reason on God's green earth, I couldn't tell you.
He's just figuring things out.
Why is Joe Matarese on a phone call with Bring Back Group's Leo Dominique? Leo Dominique is just a guy who started listening to the show, and he posts a lot in our Facebook group, and that's all he is. So when you're hearing Leo Dominique, it's not like this is some guy on the internet that...
He's multifaceted.
Yes, he is. I didn't say... But Joe Matarese shouldn't know who this is. You shouldn't be on the phone with him. Let's hear what Joe said.
Online, like if you're on YouTube especially, and you look
That's
for
Leo?
you, mostly what comes up is that Redbar guy with the glasses and the beard, sitting at the desk there. It's like the first 6 videos, and it's basically just talking shit.
That's classic. He goes, when you search yourself in YouTube, it's mostly this guy Redbar talking about you. That's very similar to if you search Josh Denny on YouTube. It's just Redbar for miles.
And I'm searching Josh Denny on YouTube and clicking his videos to see his view counts like every single day, and they still
don't go past 6.
No,
and we check every day.
You got to but you still, after all of the time, I never click your videos about Josh because I've seen them.
Yeah,
I click his videos.
Yeah,
even the power of my click isn't enough to bring the algorithm to the top.
No. Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's just clips of us. So I'm sorry to hear that that's what's been happening to Joe. And I love that Leo Dominique decided to concern troll here and say, yeah, I went to search for you on YouTube, but it's just all clips of... that makes his heart stop. Because he's like, that, especially with a Joe Matarese. So this is a perfect Leo Dominique troll because Joe Matarese, that could really, he could really fixate on that idea. Oh, man, all this work marketing, and then it's just Redbar. That's really annoying.
That's the kind of thing that would drive him specifically insane.
Yes, really insane. So shout outs to Leo Dominique for that, but let's hear what Joe says to that.
Especially, and you look for you, mostly what comes up is that Redbar guy with the glasses and the beard, sitting at the desk there. It's like the first 6 videos, and it's basically just talking shit. But what I realize is that in the taglines of it it pushes your name further up in the algorithm. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're tagged in the videos. So now, like, people have a better chance at finding your other stand-up and stuff.
Silver lining.
Which is kind of weird.
But I noticed, especially with the young people, that, well, first you notice how easy it is to make something look bad.
Yes.
You stop and start it every
okay, so he couldn't help himself. He has to degrade my life's work, saying the only reason he looks bad on Redbar is because I do the stop and start. The stop and start. Well, do the stop and start on me. See how bad it gets. See how many views you get on a stop and start on me. They'll go, play the whole thing. The only reason they'll be, they'll be very mad. There will be a reason that they like that at all. They'll be very mad that you're stopping it. So, yeah, we do stop and starts on you because we have to pause and then say, can you believe what he did? And then we start again. But I've seen, who else uses this excuse as to, they're like, dude, you can do that to anyone and make them look bad. It's not me. It's just the way Redbar shows it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right. All right, listen to this. So he's going to try this angle. This is a nice attempt, though.
especially with the young people, that, well, first you notice how easy it is to make something look bad.
Yes.
You stop and start it every like 10 seconds. And I noticed that like people, if they're a fan of kind of like that style, they're not going to like me no matter what. So even if they, and then he's talking shit and stopping starting, so then you're going to go to my stuff and look at it. It's pretty rare.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say one out of 100. And that's what you go with, and that's what people complain about nowadays in politics. It's like, oh, you're being brainwashed by CNN or you're being brainwashed by Fox News. It's like they're brainwashed.
Right.
So he's saying the Redbar audience is just brainwashed by my stop and starts, and that's the reason Joe's such a fool. Wow. So I've brainwashed people just like CNN's been doing.
Damn.
You know, I was brainwashed by CNN just last week. Yeah, I'm a mess. I can't think clearly anymore. That show's just too powerful.
Like, oh, you're being brainwashed by CNN or you're being brainwashed by Fox News. It's like they're brainwashed.
What are you doing? Sit down for a call.
And he's pacing. He's pacing all over the house. Remember, he's got 3 kids, 1 cat, 2 dogs, a wife, a whole house that's always falling apart. He's got to repaint. Ain't nobody got time for this.
Does anyone have footage of Joe Matarese sitting for more than like 3
he can't
minutes?
Sit. He's ADD.
They just listen to their, like their David Koresh or something, their leader.
Wow. Well, I can't believe he's still bitter. You know, we thought he liked us. Now, Joe Matarese.
We were on better terms.
Leo Dominique, shout outs. He delivers. So far, Leo has not turned. We are awaiting that. We are expecting it, so it won't count.